But, you know, I've been having problems, so I just wonder if it's all connected.
Just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not out.
Cindy, do you have a finance committee meeting before the next meeting?
We don't have it booked, but it will be, we're looking at Thanksgiving break. We are looking at,
Okay,
we
she
were
actually
waiting
has a
after today to
infusion
do
later
it.
on today, so.
The other 2 days, we'll do them all at the next
Really?
meeting, they'll be in town.
Yeah,
We'll do that.
Oh, man, I'm sorry to hear that.
Or do the 2 now and do 2 more next time.
Doing okay, or?
you know,
We're
Okay.
only doing
The
Stoutburg.
last week was a
We're
miracle.
only doing Stoutburg.
Couldn't do it right, couldn't speak at all.
Sorry,
wants to do
my
one.
hearing aids are in the
We were
shop.
only doing
They were
Stoutburg.
doing just prayers.
Right,
he
I'll
always
send
wants to
prayers.
preach down
And they
there.
have a meal train,
Oh, okay.
give them the meals.
I would
Just do them
say,
all, we'll table, we'll do them all at the next meeting.
okay, give him your
Send
list.
their cars.
Okay,
Yeah, that'll work, actually,
well, that's
that'll work.
nice of them.
I thought you knew, Mike.
Good.
Well, I don't know, but we met
Well,
with him.
sorry to hear that, we'll keep her in our prayers.
I really didn't know him, but we met with him. I know
So you know the
him.
other
We'll
guy's
see.
family? Okay.
Well, one of the boilers,
Good?
I
Yeah,
need to get it done.
All right.
yeah, they were here earlier,
All
actually.
right, great. Yep. All right, welcome everyone, if you rise for the pledge of allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, roll call, please.
Mr. Volrath?
Here.
Mr. Blanton?
Here.
Mr. Robinson?
Here,
All right, a motion for the acceptance of the minutes from October 1st, 2025, regular meeting of the Board of Trustees.
All right, I will make a motion for the acceptance of the minutes from the October 1st, 2025 regular meeting of the Board of Trustees.
we'll second.
Mr. Volrath?
Yes.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes,
Did I not leave the 15th?
We got
in
the-
there?
we got the 15th
All right,
too.
I need the acceptance of the minutes from October 15th, 2025, the regular meeting of the Board of Trustees.
I will make a motion for the acceptance of the October 15th, 2025 regular meeting of the Board of Trustees.
I will second.
Mr. Volrath?
Yes.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes,
A motion for the acceptance of the invoices for the month.
I'll make a motion that we accept all invoices as presented by the fiscal officer.
And I will second.
Mr. Volrath?
Yes.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes,
All right, administrative report, Mr. Brett.
Good evening, or good afternoon, everyone. So I'm going to be hopefully briefer than normal. I just want to start off with a quick update on the Jordan Road Waterline project. We're currently on hold with phase 1 of that project, which will get us out from underneath the park expansion while we're working some things out with Justin at the Village of Cleves. I sent you guys an email about it. If you have any other questions, feel free to contact me, but I think we have that under control. He's also questioning the ending address, and I just want to assure everybody, is Kirk here? Yep. I went out, Kirk and I drove to the address that is the ending address that was in our RFP with Abercrombie for the design. And it does get to his place and Mike Reynolds' place and a few places past him. So I just want everybody to know that.
When did that happen?
So,
Today?
no, we went last week.
All right.
Yeah, so
So it is all the way to your house?
well,
It's going to turn around and be a phase 3 deal.
so there'll be an addition because quite honestly, Abercrombie screwed up and didn't go far enough with their design, even though I sat in the driveway at that address and said, we are going to this address because your stake stopped short of there. They said yes, and they were wrong. So there'll be an addition. I don't know what it is. I was hoping to have a price for you. Not going to be a full price because we made some savings on the other end with the county, but it's still going to cost us more. I'm I don't know how much, so I can't speak to it, and I don't want to throw a number out and be held to it.
Okay, so I got a few questions.
All right.
Why do we have to do an addition, and why wasn't it all the way to Mr. Oak's house to begin with? I thought that's what we had on the record.
That's what we have on the record. That's what the RFP was for.
That didn't happen.
What Craig engineered did not go as far as it was supposed to, and we're working to fix that, and when I have a total cost, I'll bring that to you for approval. I would like to have it today, they just haven't got the comments back from Hamilton County, is my understanding, they're still waiting on that. And I'm unhappy about it. They used parcel numbers on the plats, and where they stopped looked like the same place it should have stopped, but it wasn't. So when it boils down to it, everybody checked twice when Kirk asked about it, and it was wrong. There's just nothing else I can say other
I
than,
just don't see how that happens.
so.
I just don't understand it. Now, what do we have to do as a township to get from where it stops now to where it should have ended before?
We'll have to approve phase 3 as a change order.
Can we do it as a change order part of this
Oh, yeah.
project? We don't have to go through A through Z again, is that
No.
right?
No, we don't have to go through the bidding process. We just do it as a change order, as an extension to what it should have been originally.
To begin with.
Yes.
When is this work going to start?
Well, there's no reason we couldn't be doing phase 1 now, and I really wanted to get that done before the contractor started on the park. But phase 1 has been approved by Eric at Cleese Waterworks, been approved by the Ohio EPA. Justin was not included in those emails and didn't know about the project. So right now, he's telling me until he is confident that
Excuse me.
everyone who is supposed to get water and wants water on Jordan Road, that he can't approve phase 1 until we get phase 2 approved. And apparently, and I thought this happened before I got here, he's checking to see and make sure that Muhammad Islam actually approved the changeover from Cincinnati Waterworks to Cleese Waterworks. If he hasn't, that should take less than a few days to do, even with Muhammad's schedule, because he pretty much is the only guy. I don't see a problem with that because Cincinnati Waterworks didn't want to do it when I was at Cleves. So I don't see that as a problem, but we do want to get that cleared up before we start up there.
Approved the transfer as long as Cleve's accepted, right? Is that correct?
That's what I understood when I was, way back when I was at Cleves. But we'll clarify that, we'll get it clarified because he's correct on that. He does want to make sure that, if he accepts the water line, that it's part of his district. That's
Okay.
very justifiable.
Now, my next question, can we get the addition completed in price before our next meeting?
Yes, I'd actually hoped to have it tonight, I just didn't get it.
Okay.
So, and it won't be a problem because phase 2 could go ahead and go through and they could be working on that. They said it would take probably an extra week to do what they didn't have scaled out. So they can continue to work on phase 2 while phase 3 is being approved by the county and the EPA. It's a short extension, so it'll be a lot less work. And
So we
I don't-
know how, you know where it is, right? Where it's supposed to end now, which you should have.
the same place that it was originally supposed to, and it didn't.
go to. So
Yes.
we know where it is, and is it your driveway?
No, they're going off past it.
It goes past it? Okay, so it will be sufficient far enough for their homes, correct?
Yes, and that was always the intention of the board.
It
And
was.
I told Mr. Oakes that the mistake was made. I wanted to be sure that we got it fixed. That's why he agreed to ride up the road with me and see where we were going.
Okay,
So-
I think Mr. Brookholz has a question.
Yeah, I just want to make a couple comments. First of all, I've got verification that Mr. Islam has not approved it. And I guess my concern from the village of Cleves is concerned is I sat right here the night Justin presented, and you made a commitment to him that night on video that he would be involved in all of it. I also know, because I've talked to Justin repeatedly, that he had told you to contact only him and not Eric. So there's some things I want to make sure do not happen today. Cleves have been blamed enough for things in the past. We're not taking any ownership of this issue. Now, I haven't been directly involved, but I have been in touch with Justin. And yes, it was shut down. Because number one, from what I understand, the EPA approval should have gone through Cleves Water. It didn't. It went through Abercrombie. So the fact that he was not included, not only in an email, but in any direct involvement at all by Miami Township, falls clearly on the shoulders of Miami Township. That's our stance.
Okay, so in the future, excuse me, in the future, all parties, including Cleves Administrator, Justin Hedvig, will be invited in emails, phone calls, anything that has to do with the water line.
We had a meeting, Justin, Eric, and Rusty from the Waterworks, and our contractor, our engineers, JS Held that did the RFP. We had a meeting that's, I think, been well sorted out, and Justin is going to be included in all that. The emails that didn't go to Justin were initiated by Abercrombie to Cleves Waterworks, and my bad for not telling them to include Justin, but I didn't initiate those emails.
Okay, but we
So,
just gotta
but
move
we're
forward.
making sure
We
that
have to get
Justin's
this right,
included.
so we can move forward
Yes.
with the village of Cleves and for our residents of Miami Township on Jordan Road.
Yes.
I got one more thing I need to say.
Yes, sir.
During that same meeting, there was a pledge that your engineer would be in touch with our engineer, and they would be working on that jointly. So I can understand if those commitments have been made, but this is sort of a touchy subject because Cleves has been blamed before, and it's not Cleves' fault, it's not Justin's fault, and I want that to be on the record clearly today. Because on the way in, I talked to Mr. Oakes, and I believe you told me you felt that Justin was the one putting it up.
Yep.
Is there, would you share with us why you say that?
Well, that's what was said to me. Justin was holding us up.
By
He
whom?
shut it down. By Jim.
Okay, just want to be clear.
So-
But on Jim's behalf, we pay all yous. Why ain't yous involved in this, Lou? And leaving it all up to him? He's the one
We're not
person.
leaving it all up to him, Mr. Oakes. He is our administrator, and we're approving it, that's part of his job description.
And it's my job, Kirk.
And in the future, I will tell you this, and that's one of the projects that I want to see finished as soon as possible. I will be involved here in the future. So I will be, so.
Justin
Shouldn't
just
have
sent me a
to be.
text message saying there'll be no problem with it being approved. They're still waiting on Mohammed Islam to get in touch with him. And I've seen the communication from Mohammed. How that slipped through, I have no idea, because it was my understanding at the April 14th, I believe, meeting in 2024, that had been given to us, okay? And
Well,
my
that's what
understanding
that was
was
my
there was supposed to be a
understanding also.
communication that went on with them. Justin wasn't on board back in April, so he had no way of being involved in that. And if I sound overly protective in that area, it's primarily because of the fact that Cleves, we have to be protected. We just have to.
So moving forward, if everyone's notified of meetings, emails, phone calls,
Yeah.
we get this additional estimation and they add on a week to the work schedule and we get it approved and we can move forward at the next
Yeah.
meeting. So
And we
what
could,
Mr.
we could have a special meeting just for that if you choose.
So what Mr. Burkholz is just telling me, tell me if I'm incorrect on this.
I couldn't hear you.
Tell me if I'm incorrect on this, but what Administrator Habig just said, that we will be able to move forward on this with
Yeah,
police
he has
involvement.
no issue, okay, as long as he's involved. But he does have an issue underlying with Eric on anything. Not that Eric's not capable of making decisions, but there's an order of operations. Eric is not the head of Cleves Water.
Okay.
Justin Hagan is.
Okay.
And he should be the one who's involved right from the very beginning.
And that's what's gonna happen from this point forward. And that's what I'm directing Mr. Brett to do, okay?
Already taken care
And I
of.
think we can do that. It
Yeah.
seems very sensible, very easy to overcome this and move forward.
Would this be helpful and for the village as well, for us to do some sort of memorandum of understanding as to
I
what
think
the,
that's what he would like to see.
okay. So that's kind of what I would say, is let's put together a memorandum of understanding, say this is where we're going to end this, and this is what the next phase
Yeah, we can-
is.
So let's do that ASAP so we can move forward. Mr. Moreline?
Is it appropriate that I ask a question at this point
Sure.
about that? Explain to me Mohammed Islam's position. Does not he work with the Cincinnati Water Works?
He does.
So
He
why,
works with them, he works for
He
Hamilton
works
County
with them.
Planning and Development.
for the city of Cincinnati?
No, he works for Hamilton County Planning and Development.
So he's got the right to be involved with Cleves. That's what I didn't understand. You are right now in phase one, only relocating a pipe that you already own.
Phase one is not part of what Mohammed is looking at.
Well, he needs to, so we can move forward with phase one.
He
Why
doesn't,
is-
it's
why-
already in the Cleves Waterworks service area, so that doesn't take approval by the county.
So
Just-
Mohammed should not be involved in phase one.
He's not.
Not on this part, but in the end, when they're doing the.
That's fine, so why did we stop construction?
The issue boiled down to A, no communication between Miami Township and Justin Habig. And from what Justin has told me, he had made that abundantly clear on numerous occasions to Mr. Brett. Number two, he was not sure that there was an EPA clearance. Number three, there was a third issue involving the Hamilton County engineers. And the Hamilton County engineers, from what Cleves Water Works was being told, had not approved any of it involving the actual location of that water line. From what I understand, from that conversation, he was called by Cleves Water Works. They were moving pipe. They wanted to be present when they were moving the pipe to make sure things were connected correctly. So the end result is well within his scope of responsibility and should have been included. They should have known that the construction was to begin. They had no idea they were doing it. They were doing it on their own without any communication. So that is a very important part of making sure that everything is connected correctly and health standards are maintained. And so that's why he wanted to be present. He was not involved in that. That should have been done right from the start. You should have had a planning construction meeting. The planning construction meeting actually took place after the construction had begun. That's not appropriate.
And I agree with that, but we've been down a week. We started on a Monday, and today's a Wednesday. We've been down 7 working days, basically. Have we gained any ground? Are we getting anywhere? You gotta have a very understanding contractor to bring that kind of iron, that kind of manpower to a project and get his equipment moved in there and start and get shut down within 4 to 5 hours. That man, are we compensating that contractor?
That's going to be on Miami Township, and I couldn't agree with you more.
I don't know.
That's why a pre-construction meeting should have taken place. None of this would have happened.
We got a pretty understanding contractor there right now if he isn't crying.
So we had a pre-construction meeting
That was on Tuesday,
and,
correct?
no, we had it the week before.
Yeah, before.
They started.
Okay, you're exactly right.
And I believe it was Thursday.
Yeah, you're right.
Without looking at my calendar, I couldn't go back that far. But I sent a text message to Eric about it. Craig Abercrombie at Abercrombie & Associates sent things to Eric about it. The contractor sent emails to Eric, but they were to his old email address that, unfortunately, when the changeover happened with the mayor and council, they weren't given access to the old emails, and apparently those didn't get shut off, so they didn't bounce back. So they all thought that Cleves Waterworks had been notified. And we now have, Craig has Eric's new phone number, so we've eliminated, well, he and Eric were in conversation anyway, but the contractor now has Eric's new phone number, so he'll be able to get in touch with them if they need approval. And the thing that I'm confused on where this went, because I just want to say one thing about the Ohio EPA approval. The plans for that were approved, and the letter was sent on October 27th to Cleves Waterworks at 101 North Miami. Knowing the mail service, I'm not sure that you got it, but I got a copy of it. And so somewhere in there, I think Abercrombie & Associates handled it the way you normally would handle a water project. And there's a communication gap, but we've solved that. I don't want to go back and try to figure out where it is. We've solved it. We're going to move forward, and I just want to get the project done before the weather gets bad.
I agree. So back to the memorandum of understanding. How long does that take? And can it be done tomorrow or Friday
I think
with Cleves?
Justin and I can probably hammer that out, and then he'll have to have Rob Merkel, their solicitor, look at it. I'll have to have Alex look at it.
But it's got to happen ASAP.
Yeah.
So our contractor can move forward like Mr. Moreline said.
Well,
He's sitting
and the
there-
contractor's worried about, he's got a lot of money and material sitting down there that
Right.
could start to wander off. So I don't mind saying that in front of this group, but
So that's what we
By the
need.
way, Justin's watching live, he's actually on the road, he's pulled off, so I just want you to know, his comment was, a lack of planning does not constitute an emergency on Cleves Waterworks end, and he does agree it was sent to an old phone and email account. And he asked the question, why did Jim allow a meeting without my notification after his word? So I'm just relaying what he sent to me by text message, and he did say he will accommodate what you're talking about right now tomorrow. So this is important to Cleves. This project has always been important to Cleves. And all I can say is that it's a mess, and it's a better mess for a long, long time.
well, I think the one thing to take away from this is all the parties are aware of what went wrong. All the parties are aware of what needs to happen, and I'm going to make sure it happens. And if it's going to slow things down, I will ask you gentlemen to have a special meeting to approve the Phase 3 portion.
Yeah, I totally agree. And this memorandum of understanding cannot take 2 weeks to do.
No, it should be a
No.
day.
I need you to authorize me, though, to enter into that as soon as Alex approves it.
Well, I'll do that. This needs to take days, not weeks, so we can get moving
Just-
forward on this.
I'm confident that Justin and I can have it done tomorrow,
Okay.
if he has time in his schedule.
He's gonna-
So, hold on just a
He'll make
second.
time.
I'll get right with you, hold on. What motion do you need? What authority do you need?
Just a motion to allow me to sign a
Sign the
memorandum of understanding with the Village of Cleves
For
that-
Jordan Line, water, or the,
that we will provide water service to the 8740 address past Mr. Oaks. And
okay.
If-
Just make a motion that we're authorizing you, if Alex, or for Ross, Brown, and Todd approves a memorandum of understanding that you can sign off for the
Execute.
board, and I will make that a motion.
And I will second.
Okay, Mr. Volrath?
Yes.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
And Mr. Robinson?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
I actually have two questions. My first one is more like a suggestion. Instead of the contractor having Eric's phone number, maybe the contractor should have Justin's phone number?
he has that now.
Okay. And my next question is, Does this all include fire hydrants?
Yes.
I haven't seen any of the drawings, so I'm in the dark, I'm just asking.
They'll be there. It's,
Okay.
it's fresh water and fire protection.
Okay.
That's our big concern that we've been working on for years now for our residents.
Yeah, okay.
So,
I'm just
it'll get done.
just making sure.
All right, let's move on.
All right, the West Park expansion, Ohio Site Solutions should be mobilizing and moving in, I'd hope by now, but I think it's going to be Monday. We'll be working with them. The one thing that's not happening now, we're probably not going to have that water line dead underneath there that transverses the property, so I'm assuming Cleese Waterworks could not locate that main, and we're all assuming it's because it got filled in over top of after it got put in. So it could be really deep. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed they don't run into any problems with that. Hopefully we'll see that, and they'll get at least some seed down on the ball field area this year. So that's kind of the goal, so we have grass next year. Moving on to Cleve's Christmas Walk. I think everybody here knows that Kevin Burns from the Village of Cleves Council has taken that on as his personal project, and he has done a wonderful job with that. He has asked me to extend to the board an invitation to be in the parade, either as a board, as individuals, if you want to walk, have a car, have a float. He wants you to know that everybody be welcomed. He also extended that invitation to our departments, and I talked with Mr. Miller about the maintenance department. He thought they might want to put some lights on a truck and have their maintenance truck in the parade. I told him I thought that would be great. So if any of you want to be in the parade, or if you want to have a Miami Township vehicle or something, if you want to ride in the back of Wayne's truck, you can probably do that for a parade and not get in too much trouble with the insurance company. But I thought it was nice of him to extend that invitation personally. So Kevin's a really good guy. So.
Did we already approve them for the town hall?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, they're going to have the town hall on Saturday, and they didn't have it rented the night before, so they're going to move in, and I forgot what time. I think 5 o'clock is what time they asked to move in, so
All right. Good.
Carrie's taking care of that for them. And speaking of Carrie, we'll do upcoming events. She's got a really busy December, but the next thing coming up is Winter Wonderland on Friday, December 5th here. So while they're setting up for the Christmas Walk event down in Cleves, she'll be having Winter Wonderland up here. So it'll be a whole weekend of Christmas celebrations. So, and I also, my last thing I have is I added a couple of items to your agenda that went out yesterday. One of them is something that Dan and I have talked about for a long time, running electric to the lot up on the corner, because when they used to do Christmas lights, they always ran off the light or the board, circuit board for the LCMB bank sign. Well, that's turned off now. So that's why we didn't have lights there last year. We're going to utilize the electric pole that we bought last year here, and Wayne has a price that you'll be looking at later under new business to get that in. And the chief also has 3 part-time firefighters that he'd like to have approved. So that's also for your consideration under new business tonight. And unless you have questions, that's all I have.
All right, sounds good. All right, old business, I don't think we have any new business. Mr. Brett?
All right, as I know the board knows, but the folks in the audience may not know, we had a maintenance employee who was taken ill on the job, and he's not able to come back to work at this time, so I'm asking for the board's approval to post the vacant position and take resumes for that. So I don't think that really needs a motion, just an okay.
Okay, I'm fine with it. Is everybody else okay with it?
Yeah, we don't need to meet.
So he, by the way, is doing better, and we wish him all the best. And well, Wayne and the guys have kept in touch with him. Unfortunately, right now, he's available for light duty work, but he can't be alone, can't drive to work, can't. Yeah. So if we had something, everybody loves him and his work, and we would love to get him back. So next on new business, so as everybody knows, it's leaf gathering time, and the old unit that they use to suck up the leaves is about worn out. So Wayne is asking us to approve the purchase of a billy goat debris loader and a hitch for that from Bud Herbert for a total of $6,218.
All right, what are we doing with the old one? Is it?
We're going to keep it and use it. Yeah, and there are some places that it's difficult for that to get into, but other places that, kind of rough, he'd rather put the new one in it. If he can get to him with the old one, he's going to keep it and use the old one for that.
Okay, any discussion? All right, I'll make a motion for the approval of the billy goat debris loader from Bud Herbert, total cost $6,218.
I will second.
All right, Mr. Volrath?
Yes?
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Yeah, I got it. Oh, you know what, I'll take that down.
You can have mine.
I have it.
Okay. So next on our list is replacement chairs for the event center. And this is something the Finance Committee actually approved last year for this year's appropriations. Part of the delay has been me because I asked Ms. Robers to try to get me something that I could sit on to try, but it's just hard to find something that's available in these quantities for that. So we compromised at a chair that comes with a pad that's replaceable. So it sounds like a lot of money, but to replace the chairs upstairs and downstairs, it takes 400 chairs and it takes 3 carts to move those on. So the cost for that is $13,243. Another thing that's pushing this, aside from the fact that the chairs, I believe, came from Twin Lanterns, they're old and they're in bad shape, and we have more broken chairs than we have good chairs right now. And both the fire department and our insurance company have told us that we have to get them out of the stairwells. So we have more room to store these new chairs because they'll lay flat. So we'll be able to get in good graces with our insurance company, get the fire department somewhat happy with us for that at least. And we'll also have new and nice looking chairs for the center.
All right, any discussion? Trustee Roberson, I'm sorry. Have you seen them in person?
I have not, but that's what I was just going to ask, if this is being recommended by Ms. Robers and Mr. Brett. Is this,
Yeah.
you guys did your due diligence and feel good that this is the best
I checked the
option?
prices because it's really not.
No, have we seen them though? Ms. Roberts, have you seen chairs and have you
I've seen this type of chair at many different
sat on
facilities.
it or looked at it, physically seen it? That's just my question. I'm just
No,
asking.
I can't, it's out of state. It's hard to
Okay.
find those places that have banquet chairs here in state.
Okay.
So it's a type of chair that's at many banquet facilities. They're resin and they're like a deeper brown color with an ivory pad, and they hold up to, I think that was 1,000 pounds, 500 or 1,000 pounds.
Okay.
So it's a pretty standard banquet chair.
Do they need different storage type things, or will they be able to store in the carts, or do we just?
They'll be able to store on a cart and probably only take up half of that closet, which is much better.
I'm just asking this. So it looks like a 4-inch to me. instead of a banquet chair, like?
It's like,
Is it not?
It-
I'm
they
just-
fold.
Is it
They-
very nice?
Oh, they fold.
they fold flat.
We don't want to go, not that it's greatest in there, but we,
I mean,
So
to
they
do a
fold flat for
Shibari chair
storage.
that does not fold, you're
but
probably
then
at
you're
about
gonna stack it
$50,000.
Okay, that's what I need to know.
So this chair, for less than $20,000, that's a good banquet chair. But if you decided to use it for something else and then down the road get different banquet chairs, you could do that.
I have to admit, when I first started looking for chairs, the very first one I sent her and said, hey, this looks good. She sent me the return email that said, that's what we have. So,
I mean,
So your recommendation is we purchase these, and your recommendation is
Yes.
to?
and if I want to order the first bunch in, and they'll ship them, they won't have them all at one time, I don't believe, but before we undo them all, we're going to take them out, and if we don't like them, we'll return them.
Right, I say,
Well, that's,
For the- yeah.
that's where. I
Yeah,
was
it's a good
going.
idea.
That's fine then,
Yeah.
if that's doable. All right, any more discussion? No. All right, do we have a motion from the board?
I'll make a motion that we approve the purchase of replacement chairs and chair carts for the event center, both the upper and lower level, at the total cost of $13,243.
I will second.
Mr. Volrath?
Yes.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes, and yeah, I just want to point out that we have thousands of people that come through and use that. So this will last several years, I'm assuming, like the others, and with all the rentals and everything else, I do like that this is going to spruce that up and be a better experience for our guests.
All right, Mr. Brett.
So, and next on the agenda, because Carrie has liquidated chairs before, she's familiar with the company that will give us a bid on those chairs, and they actually wait until they get enough chairs to put in a container and ship them to Africa, am I correct? So I'd like permission to offer these chairs for sealed bid on our website, and then we'll solicit sealed bids. I honestly thought that I had a church that was interested in them, and they came and looked at them and thought they were not in good enough shape for them. But
there's a ton, I mean, they're ripped
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
they're in pretty bad shape.
so, but anyway, if we can do that, that would assure us getting rid of them, getting rid of all of them. They'll take the broken ones, the good ones, that they won't come through and just take part.
All right, any discussion from the board? All right, do we have a motion?
Make a motion that we approve the liquidation of the old chairs by accepting sealed bids. They advertise it on our website.
And I will second.
Mr. Volrath?
Yes.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
All right, next on our agenda, so we have a captain in our fire department who is asked to go back to being a lieutenant, and that's going to open a captain's position. We don't have, or expect to have, an internal candidate, so we're going to have to go outside the department, and in order to make that a transparent and fair process with everyone involved, the chief is recommending that we contract with a company called S3D Public Safety to do the interviews, evaluate the candidates, make recommendations. Their fee for that is $6,500. The Ohio Fire Chiefs Association, we checked with them, their fee would be $15,000 for that. This group is somebody that the chief knows and worked with in the past, so I think they gave us a little bit of a break. And I also factored in the cost factor of his time and my time if we tried to do this. And, it's really, while it's $6,500, I think over half of that is what we would have spent on our time to do this. So while it seems like a large number, when you boil it down to what it's really going to cost over Matt and I taking our time to do it, I think it's a good investment.
All right, any discussion from the board?
No, I think it's something I certainly don't have the expertise to ask the questions necessary to know if I'm getting a good captain or not, so.
Any discussion?
No, just that in past searches that we've done, these prices have always been higher than we expected, but it's just the price of doing business and getting the right person for the job, so. I'm
By the way,
supportive.
I also asked our HR firm that we're using, and they don't have anybody who's an expert in the fire service, so they declined to even offer.
All right, do I have a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion for the approval of entering a contract with S3D Public Safety Consultants to conduct promotional testing and evaluation for the position of captain, total fee of $6,500.
I will second.
Mr. Volrath?
Yes.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Thank you. Next on our agenda is the approval of 6 AED units for the fire department, and also one of those will go to the Pat and June Park, which is a new state requirement that we have AEDs at our parks. The unit at Pat and June will have to be solar powered because we don't have power there. I believe the unit at West Park has an air tag on it, so if somebody runs off with it, we'll be able to trace it. We'll put an air tag on it. But the total price for that is $14,830.85.
Any discussion?
Are any of these replacement units, or are all these all?
So this is for our, like, staff cars that we don't use all the time. When somebody's in there, the House Bill 47 that was passed at the state level, this states that we're supposed to have at least a minimum of AEDs and a trained person in there. So this is just to fill, instead of buying the really big cardiac monitors that are $15,000 to $20,000, this option was much better just to fill that void.
Okay, thank you.
So kind of keeping us in compliance and.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, and if I can make my political comment, this is another unfunded mandate
Okay.
by the state.
Do I have a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion for the approval for the purchase of 6 AED units for the fire vehicles and the Pat and June Park property, total cost $14,830.85.
And that was one for the park, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I will second.
Mr. Volrath?
Yes.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Thank you. So next on our list, been a long time since
I looked it up, 2020.
2020 was the
Which
last
is pretty
time
impressive.
that money was transferred from the general fund to the cemetery fund. And that fund is running a little low this year, so Ms. Oster is asking that we transfer $50,000 from the general fund to the cemetery fund.
And we budget that every year. We've done that we just do it every year, and when we need it, it's there to use. So for years, we've used it every year. But, we haven't used it since 2020. It's the last time we used the transfer of money. So we try to use our fees and graves that we sell to help pay for the salaries and stuff, but
We've also, Mr. Miller and I have talked, Mr. Miller talked with Dennis George about our costs and things, and I think come the first of the year, we're going to have some recommendations on increases to those costs.
because that's been a few years, hasn't it? Yeah.
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 It has.
We're considerably cheaper on a lot of things.
All right.
So this is budgeted in the general fund
Yeah, it's
to
already
be
been
transferred?
budgeted.
Sometimes we transfer it, sometimes we don't. Is that?
Right, and
You
we
understand?
don't, it's already budgeted in the transfer, in the appropriation.
Okay.
That's sitting there,
Gotcha.
and we don't have to transfer
it's
it.
kind
It
of
can just
as
sit-
needed?
If we don't need it, then it stays and rolls into the general fund for the next year. But for me to transfer, you guys have to approve it, yeah.
Okay.
All right, do I have a motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to transfer $50,000 from the general fund to the cemetery fund.
Are we doing that separately from the other?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought it should be two separate
Yes.
motions.
Okay, I will second.
Mr. Volrath?
Yes.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
So next, and the reason Mr. Robinson was asking is
Right.
to increase the appropriations in the cemetery fund in the salaries by the amount of $10,000. And quite honestly, we've just had more work this year in the cemetery than normal. So
Right.
we don't expect you to need all that, but that's
No,
a
we don't
comfort
think
number.
we do, but it's just a comfort, and it's just for this year, or to finish out this year, so. And if we don't use it, then it just rolls into the cemetery, it just stays in there, but this gives us 10,000 that we can spend for salaries.
Okay, do I have a motion?
I'll make a motion to increase the appropriation of the cemetery fund, salaries, 10,000.
Second.
Mr. Volrath?
Yes?
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
All right, next on our agenda, the addition of Greg Stoutenberg and Mike Dussault as members of the Finance Committee.
I think we're going to table that to the next meeting because, one, we haven't been able to, I got two other people just interested in the Finance Committee. And Cindy says she'd like to keep it at 5.
Right.
So I'd like to table it till the next meeting, and then we can move forward after that.
Well, okay, so I have a person or two that's interested as well. So, Ms. Oster, you're recommending these two individuals, correct?
Yeah, we met with both of them.
And-
Mr. Stoutberg is right here. I know Mr. Stoutberg. He actually came to the meeting as a public, and so they both have interest. We met with the, Mr. Duval, what was his name? But I really don't know him.
Dussault.
Okay, but you felt good about the two of them after those meetings?
Yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I would be very comfortable.
Okay, but then,
And Dan, I mean, you guys have 2 more people, we can approve them.
Yeah,
I like to stay to
people
5, but that
that's
would give us 6, but
That's why I wanted to table it and see, we can approve Mr. Stoutberg if you want to approve Mr. Stoutberg tonight, and then I'll approve. Cindy says she only needs 5.
well, I mean, we could do 6, it's just,
I don't
when you
think-
get a committee that has a
If
lot.
we have 6 qualified people, I don't see any problem with that.
Because not all can always make it to the meetings too, so, I mean, I'm fine with 6.
And I know that,
Because they don't,
but-
they're a sounding board.
yeah, Greg and Mike, when we met with them, brought different things to the table. So, and we have Joe Williams and
Chief Over.
Chief Over on that board. So, the more people and the more rounded we get, I think the better off we are. So
And Stoutberg, you were on finance, Mr. Stoutberg, you were on Cheviot Finance.
City of Cheviot for 5 years, so.
he was the first person.
Familiar with some of this process.
The first person we've had that came in that understood the UAN system.
Yeah, when I said something like, oh, I like you. Because no one does.
so do we approve these two now and then look at more later, or what are you thinking?
I'll have 2 for the next meeting.
Dan, you got 2 more, you can do them next meeting.
We can.
Unless you want to approve them tonight too, all 4.
Well, I don't even know who the other two was, and that's what I'm saying, I might have one, so I don't know if Cindy's recommending these two, maybe Dan has one and I have one, or if Tim has one.
I think
Well, I know,
I'd like
but
to
she's saying
speak
she wants
with,
to keep it at a certain number,
Let me
then,
see this.
No, we just went through that, and it would be 6. So we approved 2 tonight, that would be 4, and 2 more next meeting, which is 2 I'm recommending, would be 6.
Right, and that's fine.
well, but again, I shared that I had other individuals, so do we approve these two and then have a discussion about with Cindy
We haven't
about
had a
future?
discussion about these 2 yet, so we can have Cindy interview them, I guess. Did you interview them or just talk to them?
Who, your 2?
No, these 2.
We already did. I mean, we already.
I'm asking you
Oh.
what you conducted.
it was,
Did you just talk
it was
to them?
more
or talk to
a
them?
talk and an
Yeah.
interview, yeah.
Right, yeah,
Finance?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
fine with that.
And I think before.
You can do the same with the other 2 that I
Right.
have.
And we're not meeting until after the next township meeting anyway, the next meeting.
Right,
So,
so we got time.
right, because we just had a meeting last week.
I think,
So,
you and I that would give us time to meet with the next 2, and we can approve
But I
these
would
2.
go
I
ahead
don't know why we
move.
keep saying the next two. Again, can we approve these two and then
Right.
have a
Right.
discussion
Yeah.
about what we do from there?
Yeah, that way we can
Because
get them information, they can get caught up on the.
Again, I have some
project.
folks that are interested, Trustee Blanton has some folks that are interested, so.
Or we table and you all discuss.
Yeah,
just
right,
table.
we can have, so
Because we didn't
we get these
discuss
two.
these 2 at all.
Well, Ms. Oster and Mr. Brett are saying that they had a good, positive meeting with
And
it.
I agree with that, I agree with you on
He's
that.
got
We
much
had a
experience.
discussion.
Right, that's why I think we
Well,
should
I'm fine with
do these first
Definitely
two.
approve Mr. Stoutberg.
Okay, let's do that.
Let's do that.
All right. I will make a motion to approve Greg Stelberg for Finance Committee.
Sounds fine.
Second.
Mr. Volrath?
Yes.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
And Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
Congrats.
Thanks for your willingness to be a part of it.
So, and the back page of my next agenda sheet did not print, so I'm trying to find Cindy's.
It's the approval of the Brennan Electric to install electric services at the corner lot in Shady Lane.
Right here. Oh, well,
Yeah,
it was, but it was weird.
So,
This
I
one,
mentioned that during my report.
but it's not Brennan.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's the first thing I should say, is that apparently a couple of years ago, Brennan Electric was bought out, and they're now Area Energy and Electric Incorporated. They actually sent Wayne this pricing, and he thought it was junk mail, so he didn't open it for a long time. But I guess I mentioned in my report, we don't have power at the corner up there anymore, so this would get us a 100 amp service onto that corner for
What's the company?
use right now for Christmas decorations or lighted signs, whatever we want to do. And then we'll have that also available if and when we ever get approval with the county and the state to do something there, be it a roundabout, turn lane, something. So we'll have that power there for whatever we'll do with the way of signs. So I would recommend that we approve that for $4,250.
And, I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say discussion, go ahead.
Yeah. So would this impede the roundabout / turn lanes? I mean, we've talked about multiple options, and some of that would cut into that area up there. I know this isn't a huge investment, but, you know, do we?
We will locate the pole and the service on the back right side next to the service drive that UDF will be using.
Okay.
That way it won't impede, it won't have to be moved, won't be in the way. It'll take some long extension cords to get out to the front until we use it, but that's all right. We have those for the concerts. So, yeah,
All right.
won't be something I think we have to redo.
Any other discussion?
But so we're just basically spending 42,000 or 4,200 to put up some Christmas lights for now.
For now.
We are, until we get that developed, which isn't any time in the near future that I know of.
Just seems like a lot for some Christmas lights to me.
All right.
It's good for the future.
Any discussion, Mr. Borat?
I agree.
All right, I'll make a motion that we approve, is Aerial Energy?
Area Energy and Electric Incorporated.
All right, to install electric service at Lauder Corner, Shady Lane, and Bridgetown at $4,250.
I will second.
Mr. Volrath?
Yes.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
No, I would love to see the place lit up, but that's just too much for me for some Christmas lights.
Mr. Brown?
All right, and finally, our last item on the agenda tonight is the approval of 3 part-time firefighters. And I don't have their names, if you could read those.
Addison Ward, Damon Brumfield, and Andrew Ratterman.
Mr. Ratterman had been employed here in the past.
That'll be easy.
Chief, you got any comment on these?
Addison or Damon are fairly new to the fire service, and Andrew worked here 4 to 5 years ago, went to Cincinnati and wants to come back on job.
So no disciplinary problems there or nothing? And then we're pretty sure we're not violating any kind of friends and family policy, right?
Yeah, not that I know of, there's no family.
Okay.
All right, any more discussion? All right, motion?
Yeah, I'll make a motion to approve the following part-time firefighters: Addison Ward, Damon Brumfield, and Andrew Ratterman.
I'll second.
Mr. Volrath?
Yes.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
And Mr. Robinson?
Yes.
And that's all I have.
Complete. All right, public comments, if you'd like to address the board, you're welcome to come up.
Jim, you said at our financial meeting that the boiler here was, are you doing something with that?
Yes, our license for the software for the boiler expired in 22 or 23 and didn't get renewed. We finally tracked that gentleman down. We have a proposal that I'll have for you at the next meeting to, he's been out, he's fixed the
So it's working.
boiler, or fixed what he could, and I have a proposal for a service contract with him to come in every year and upgrade that. He also pointed out, because he used to do full rehab on these type of units, he pointed out some things. We had one unit that wouldn't reset. It needed an electric motor, and Herzog Heating and Air put that motor on for us. There's some other things with the boiler. Apparently they're supposed to be serviced, and we never had a service contract on those. And he said he can tell by looking at it that nothing's ever been done to them. So we're gonna get pricing on having those boilers serviced. He pointed out a couple things that need either small additions or the actual vent pipes that go through the ceiling are rusting out and don't appear like they were stainless steel to begin with. And he said they should have been. So we're going to check the specifications, see if we got what was spec'd. It's a long time to go back on somebody for that, but we'll look. And then we'll see how much of that needs to be replaced, and I'll have that recommendation to you as well. So, but the good news is right now both the boilers are working, and we don't have to worry about coming in and being cold, because Miss Robers and Miss Day didn't like it when I told them they should just get another sweatshirt.
All right, does anybody else would like to address the board? Can you, Mr. Moreline, can you just come on up, please? Mr. Oaks, you can be next.
Hi, everyone. My name's Barry Moreline. I'm on 5612 Gum Run Road. I want to address the board, and I want to address Jim Brett, the administrator. And the reason I'm up here saying this is, in behalf of the township that has tried to put a water main in for as long as I can remember coming to these meetings. And let me tell you, I haven't missed a meeting in 5 years. If I have, I don't know where I was at. If I have, I've missed maybe 2 of them. But I got engaged in this listening to these gentlemen back here. And I've preached this song before, and I know some of you probably don't want to hear it. But we got to the point where we put this job out for bid. And I thought, man, this is fantastic. We're not putting in a fill station right now. We're getting these people some water. I know Jim came in this picture not quite 2 years ago. I think it'd be 2 years in January?
November.
Or November? About 2 years.
Yeah.
Your plate was full, let me tell you. As me as an outsider, his plate was pretty full. But the point I'm going here, guys, we put this out for bid. It was hooray, hurrah, we got water. When that gentleman right back there came to these meetings and said, it's not coming to my house. The first thing went through my mind was, he did not know what he was talking about. That gentleman right there knew exactly what he was talking about. The people that didn't know how far it was going was you three and Mr. Brett. I'm not putting the blame on anybody. That man right there will take the blame for it because he's the administrator. But if you want my gut feeling, any township trustee that has been here 2 years or 4 years has to own up and pony up to this, that you didn't take a set of drawings or drive that job to see where it ended. We are 1,600 feet short. We're not 100 feet short. We're not 75 feet short. We're over 1,600 feet short. I promise you, I had a drawing. You could hardly see it. I looked at it with a magnifying glass. I would suspect you three would have looked at the same drawing. Quite obvious you didn't. I looked at this drawing for 5 minutes. I knew the job was short. The reason I didn't question it was because we were in hold with Cleves. I figured the surveyors hadn't gone farther. We were in the annexing of the property, if I'm correct, stop me if I'm wrong. The job was on hold. I figured they pulled the surveyors off of it. The surveyors laid that job out months. The grass was this high, you couldn't find the fire hydrant stakes. You couldn't find them. I own property down there. I did not buy that property for that water line. It was a coincidence. Mr. Brett called me to show me that it was coming up there, and I think he was trying to appease me as an individual that was going past my property. I appreciate that. But the real people that need it is him. I don't even have a house there, and the gentleman right there. I'm going to bat for them. To me, it's egg on our face, guys, all of us. He's going to be the guy to get the blame for it because he's the administrator, but do you agree? Do you guys can look me in the eye and agree that we should take a little ownership of this also as a trustee?
Absolutely.
I'll look you in the eye and say that. I think we should take ownership, but that's what we pay Mr. Brett for, but I'll take ownership for it because it's one of the projects that I would like to see done and worked on before Mr. Brett got here. So now, you heard the discussion we just had with Cleves, that we remedied the situation. Now, did I walk that? No, I did not walk it. I'll be straight honest with you, Mr. Berline. I was at work. Mr. Brett walked it, I do know that. They walked it or drove it, I can't remember what he said they did. But I relied on him for that, and I just told Mr. Oakes that I should have followed up and I should have been more involved. I'm not making any excuses for it, and I will be more involved from here on out on it. And that's pretty much all I can tell you.
I appreciate your honesty.
Did I know it was short? Absolutely not. Okay, I assumed that the contractor and Mr. Brett, and when they're walking it, would know how far, how many feet, and tell me if I'm wrong about this, they use the wheel to roll for feet, correct?
Correct.
So it's like a sixth grader can use it. And I'm not, Mr. Brett, I'm not downing you at all. I'm not. I'm just saying, I think it was a mistake, and we remedied this situation. I think we can move forward on it with that memorandum of understanding.
And I agree 110%, but I'm bringing this up to the public, that the public knows we stumbled.
I can agree with you.
We stumbled as a whole.
I agree with.
Now, the key thing here is we get it going, and Chuck's saying we're moving, but we got to get it going so this contractor doesn't get ticked off and say, I'm done with your phase 3. I'm only really contracted for phase 2. Now, don't get me wrong, it's not going right up the street. I'm not no dummy. There's a culvert there, there's a little offsets. There might be some issues with the EPA, once again, crossing a creek. But we need to get moving so this contractor says, sure, I'll lay that X number for the same price or whatever, because we don't want it going out for bid. Can you imagine what that's going to run into?
Absolutely.
And the guy that's going to suffer is them gentlemen there. In 1,600 feet, there's approximately 8 more taps. Not just Mr. Oakes and the gentleman there, I'm sorry, I don't know your name. There's other homes there that got the option. We're not just going for these 2, we're going to Thunder, so we're going to possibly pick up 8 additional homes, which is fantastic. I think it's great. But I just wanted to say that because it bothered me that we didn't pick up on it. It really did. And but we're going to move forward with that. But the other thing I want to say here is, guys, I'm old school. When I say old school, I mean I don't mess with Facebook. I don't mess with Twitter. I couldn't even get on it. But what I'm going to tell you, as long as I've been coming to these township meetings, this township has went through a lot of changes. Sometimes change is hard to accept. Some is done because we have to, because people retire. Since I've been coming here, we lost a fire chief due to retirement. We hired another fire chief. That fire chief, for whatever reason, and I still don't know the bottom of it, was removed from his position. And now we went without a fire chief for maybe a year. We got a new one, and it seems like he's working out great. We've lost office personnel. They've changed. We've lost maintenance department due to retirement, which was great for Ronnie. We've switched 2 trustees that had multiple years of experience. Jack Reniger, first time I saw him in this room since he left 2 years ago. Mr. Beck, you guys are trying, but them are big shoes to fill. I'm sure you'll eventually be able to fill them. We've hired a part-time administrator. For whatever reason, he quit. Am I right or wrong? He wasn't asked to, he quit. There's a reason you quit. We've hired a new facilities manager here. Seems like this place is rented out quite often. I see it kind of booming. I don't know what it looked like before. Kim Day's a new, it came on. To me, Kim Day looks like she does a great job. I couldn't do her job. But what I'm getting at is, the last couple meetings I've been at, guys, you two got to get along. You just got reelected, and congratulations. But believe me, 4 years sitting side by side might be a little tough. But let's try to get rid of the rough edges and be grown-ass men and do the best thing for the township. I mean, honestly, if I worked in an environment and my wives got into it in these meetings, I don't think I could sit next to each other. That's just me, old school Barry. But you guys are going to do it, and I hope you do it for the best interest of this township. Because I think you got some good things going here. I really do, man. The fire department's looking good. The event center's full. You got concerts. You got people coming up here and enjoying themselves. But the honesty and the stuff that I hear, I am glad I'm not on Facebook. I don't want to hear your dirty laundry in your business. I make my decisions by coming to these meetings face to face. And you both got good qualities. But we got to get along. That's all I got to say, and I hope you appreciate my opinion. Don't take it personal against me. It's not like I don't like yous, but I want you guys to like each other, and it's going to be tough. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Marlowe. Anybody else?
I just wanted to ask Jim, they brought that radar sign down on Georgia. They parked it up there. 2 days later, they took it back out and they never did turn it on. What happened?
We talked about that when I was out at your place. I don't know, but I've asked him to bring it back. And I have told Lieutenant McElroy that he's welcome to use your driveway. So they know about it, and we'll follow up. We'll make sure it happens. So because they've had that unit at other places here in the township for us, and well, I think it helps a little. I'm going to sound like an old man here.
Well, they had not,
You can't get-
it was too close to that.
You can't get kids to pay attention to that
That's why they
stuff.
wanted it.
So, but we'll get it, and I'll have them put in a couple different locations, so it's not just in the curve that everybody keeps running into your yard when they miss the curve. So,
They wanted it on that hill at that exact address.
By the time they got the hill, they.
All right, anybody else like to address the board? All right, we'll move on. Mr. Roberson?
I don't really have anything prepared or anything other than to thank the voters for reelecting me yesterday. I appreciate that they made me, the top vote getter. I do want to point out and say thank you to Mr. Cagney for running. I think that anybody that sticks their neck out there and goes through that process, particularly with what we just went through, deserves some credit. It was a contentious race, and I would like to congratulate Trustee Blanton on his victory as well. I do hope that we can work better together, and I do appreciate Mr. Moorline's comments. I do think we have a great team here. I think that Mr. Brett does a great job, brings an incredible amount of experience and knowledge to the job. I think that Ms. Day has found all kinds of inefficiencies that she's made more efficient and more organized. I think Ms. Robers does have the place booming and some great rentals. I do think our fire chief does a fantastic job and is really top-notch in changing the culture of the department. Mr. Miller in the, maintenance and senior center, I really do think that they work hard and they do their jobs very well. And they deserve to have a board that's working for them and looking out for them. And really, the community deserves a board that's looking out for them. So I'm prepared to always put them first and put our staff first, but it goes both ways. So, I'm excited, and we'll see what the next 4 years bring, but it can't be one-sided. Everybody has to buy into that approach if it's going to work. So, we'll see, but thank you to the voters again, and I look forward to continuing to fight for what I think is right for this community going forward.
Mr. Volrath.
All right, well, I'm glad I was not involved in this race. I'll start there. Congratulations to both Mr. Blanton and Mr. Robeson there. And to your point, I know that Mr. Cagney, I know what that's like to run through there. So congratulations to him. You know, he at least got a little taste of some of that stuff. So being probably the newest on this board, I got a lot to learn, right? We're not experts in every field. I've certainly never put a water line in before, but certainly learn from our mistakes, and we just take that stuff and move. I think we got a great township here, and I think as long as we're a functional board and, you know, we respect each other and listen to each other, and I think everybody's got to not take things personal, right? And personal attacks don't get us anywhere. This is for the community. It's for the individuals that live here in the township that have put their trust in us. So I look forward to everything you guys got cooking here for the next 4 years together, and we'll go from there.
All right, sounds good. Thank you. I just got one little thing to read. So I just wrote up, it's very small. But I'd like to take this opportunity to sincerely thank the residents of the Addison, Cleves, and North Bend villages and Miami Township for their tremendous and unwavering support in re-electing me to another term as Township trustee. I will continue to stand up what is right, supporting our school and ensuring that Miami Township remains prosperous and a safe community where we all may continue to raise our children. I am grateful for the confidence and support, and I appreciate all the votes that I received also. So I look forward to the next 4 years, finishing the park extension, finishing the water lines, getting you guys fresh water and fire protection. It's gonna happen, you know, and I admit it. I should have been more involved in on that, and maybe I should have. But when you hire a firm that should know what they're doing, and I've learned a good lesson that you shouldn't assume that they know what they're doing. So mistakes happen. It's their mistake, but it's our mistake also for not catching it. So I will do that. But I look forward to the next 4 years of what we have going here at Miami Township. And listen, I grew up here, went to school here, went to service, raised my family here. So that's why I'm sitting up here. That's the only reason I'm sitting up here. The only reason. I oversee our parks to keep our parks nice. I oversee the roads, the maintenance on the roads to keep our roads nice where people want to come and live and buy a home. Keep our property values up. Strong schools equals strong community. And that's all I'm about. I'm a community guy, and that's all I'm trying to do up here. And that's what I want to do for the next 4 years. What's in the best interest of Miami Township? What's in the best interest of all of our residents? All of our residents sit inside Miami Township. So that's what I'm shooting for. So with that being said, I'll give anybody else a chance if they want to come up and talk. If not, then I'll ask for a motion to adjourn. Oh, Cindy, I didn't go to you. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Congrats to both of you, and you know my office is you guys are always welcome to come in and ask questions about finances. And I'm here all the time, so, I just hope we can all, the four of us can work together and get past this and, that's all I have, so congrats to both.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Motion to adjourn.
I will make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
Mr. Volrath?
Yes.
Mr. Blanton?
Yes.
Mr. Robinson?
Yes.